What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to RK Motorsports. Today we are going to be unboxing and installing some new parts on our wrecked GSXR 600. Alright, so it has been about a week and a half, 2 weeks since I dropped my bike off at the local Suzuki dealership. They hooked me up with a brand new front brake master because of that active recall from Suzuki. Now we have got a new reservoir too, brand new brake master, so we are all set with that. I also have a lot of brand new parts for this bike. Now I'm going to be unboxing all of these and showing which parts are going on the bike. Some of the parts that we have is going to be the kill switch, our lower triple because that part's broken, just some other miscellaneous parts here and there. And we're also going to be going through washing this bike up, cleaning the bike because it is super dirty. So we're going to do that process also. So let's get started and start getting this bike going. All right, so first thing up here right now, I believe this is the lower triple that I had ordered for the Suzuki, and looks like I am correct. Got that right here. So this lower triple has the lower stopper tabs all intact, which is the main reason why I wanted to get a new triple anyways, because our tabs were broken on our current one. A lot of saran wrap on this thing. So unnecessary. All right, so we've got our stopper tabs right there and there. Both are intact, so this is gonna be awesome. This is gonna work out perfect going on the bike. Next up, we have the left and right brake levers. So we just got, you know, our cheaper eBay levers. You know, these tend to work out fine. These are gonna give it a lot cleaner look from the stock ones that are already all bent. So we've got those. Also have our new brake caliper bolt because our old one had that bolt welded onto it. So we are gonna replace that with the new one. Right here we have our new hand grips because our current ones are all rashed up on the ends. So we have our black hand grips that are gonna go on the bike. There we go. So we've got our kill switch. Our current one is all basically this button is missing and it's all shredded down. So this is going to replace that one that we have on the bike right now. And then with that, we should be able to start the bike for the first time once we get this installed. And last but not least, what do we got in this box? If this is what I think is, this should be our front fairing stay. And I would be correct. So right there we have our brand new front fairing stay. That is going to replace our broken one that is currently on the bike. That is going to help hold the headlight and the front fairing on the bike. Now before we start stripping the old parts off the bike and installing our new parts, one thing I like to do before we start doing that is take our trusty GUNK engine shine. I use this on most of my bikes to get all of this old dust off, give the bike a nice clean look, spray this on. If you guys are interested in picking some of this up, I will have a link in the description of this video where you can purchase this. If you guys do purchase it through the link, it will help me out. I will get a small commission on each sale, so that will also help support this channel. Be sure to pick some of this up. This stuff works wonders, so let's get going on this thing. All right, so just a quick look at kind of the before and after. This is what it's looking like after we cleaned it up with that GUNK engine shine. Looking pretty good. Got rid of all that dirt. Just give it a nice clean look. Looking really nice. So the next thing I want to do, I think I want to try and get this bike started. So The main thing that's holding us from starting this bike is the kill switch. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop this old one off. We're gonna get our new one on. We're gonna throw our gas tank on, and we're gonna see if this thing will fire up. So let's do that next. All right, so I've got the new kill switch on here. I've got the tank on. I've got the battery charged up. Let's see if we can start this thing for the first time. So let's prime the tank. I'll prime it one more time. Kill switch is on. Let's crank her over. Oh, almost had it right there. I think one more shot and we got it. Oh, so close, so close. Let's get it, let's get it. I'm super happy with that. Started right up. I think we just had to prime the fuel through the system just because it's been sitting so long without fuel. But yeah, fired right up. So that is awesome news. So now we can move forward with replacing some more of these parts. All right, so I was just going to start on getting the front end off the bike, and these bolts on this side are completely stuck. Now, I tried to start undoing this top bolt, and the 6mm hex just started spinning in there, and that thing did not budge at all. And we've got this one down here that looks like somebody tried to weld to before in order to try and, you know, free up and try and get that out of there, but I can just tell right now that this bolt is just spinning, and just like that, kind of saw that one coming. So I have no idea how I'm gonna get these out, but I'm gonna have to start working on that. So that's kind of putting a speed bump in taking this front end off, but we have to get these bolts out, so let's do that. Whoops. There she is. So right here we have our new triple with the tabs intact. Right here is the old one. Let's see, with that broken tab right there. So that is why we are replacing that. with our new lower triple. So I'm just gonna pop that in here right now. Just like that. So that is all tightened down now. So next what I'm gonna do is just transfer our steering stabilizer back over to the new triple. All right, so back to these caliper bolts. I think really the only way that I'm gonna be able to get these off is if I take the whole fork with the caliper, put it in my vise, and then try and crank these bolts out. So I'm just gonna disconnect this brake line. Let this drain into there, because that's gonna start leaking. Now I can bring this over to the vise. All right, so what I think I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna try and get this one out, because this one's got like a little glob that somebody welded on. This one I'm probably gonna take like a grinder, cut a slit, and I'm gonna try and use a flathead impact hammer that I have and try and loosen that out. So let's try and get this one out first. All right, so that one we got loosened up. That one I didn't really think was gonna be the tough one. With it on the bike, it was still pretty tough to get that off. So next what I'm gonna do is I'm going to cut a slot into this other one, and we'll see if we can get that one out too. All right, so you can see we got a nice slit in the top there. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my impact hammer, and what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take this bit, this flathead is gonna go like right in the top there. We're gonna hammer it and twist, and then hopefully that breaks it loose. And I'm gonna also heat this side up first to kind of try and loosen things. So let's do that now. Man, that's being stubborn. Now actually, I'm wondering if, because this is the only thing holding this on right now, I wonder if I can move this whole caliper, rotate it around this point, and then I think that might break it loose. So let's try that. That definitely loosened it up. Let's try the screwdriver flathead again. Hey, there she goes. Oh my gosh, I'm wondering, I'm curious to see if there's any corrosion on this bolt, or if there's some kind of crazy thread locker that was used, because that thing was on there stupid tight. Yeah, I don't know. It looks like it might have been kind of corroded on the inside a little bit. But yeah, that was on there stupid tight. So anyways, we got, basically we're gonna have to toss that bolt out. The other one that was welded, I'm gonna have to replace that as well. But now we've got the forks off, and I'm also gonna have to do the fork seals on this bike also. But we got this off, so that's awesome. So we can keep moving forward now. All right, so we have got our old bent rim off of the bike right now. We've got the tire taken off, rotors taken off, and we have swapped those rotors and tire over to our new rim. This thing is nice and straight, and we have got this thing all set, ready to go back on the bike. The only thing is though, first thing we need to do is address the leaky fork seal issue because these things are basically toasted. We've got all this oil leaking out of here. We do have our new seals, but I think we're gonna hold off on doing those until the next episode. Once we get those on, we can throw that front wheel on, get some of the parts back on the bike. And another thing that we need to do is address the tank because we have this tank damage right here. And I have somebody that's gonna be painting this for me, so I just have to get this ready to send off to them so they can repair this and we can get that all set. After that, we should be able to slap more parts on the bike and get this thing wrapped up. So that is gonna wrap up today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Be sure to tune into the next episode where we are gonna be continuing the build on this and we will have this thing finished up in no time. Again, this is Rob with RK Motorsports and I will see you guys next time. Peace.